Next up, we have Queendom.
The underdogs are my lions, the silent ones are my choir. The women will be my soldiers, with the weight of life on their shoulders. Drink until you've had enough. I'll drink from your hands. I will be your warrior. I will be your lamb.
Interesting.
Till Queendom come.
Wow.
Till Queendom come. My Queendom come. My Queendom come. The sea waves are
Do you think that she's Mother Nature here? A thought?
my evening gown, and the sun on my head is my crown. I made this queendom on my own, and all the mountains are my throne. Oh, drink until you've had enough. I'll drink from your hands. I will be your warrior. I will be your lamb.
Wow.
Till Queendom come. Till Queendom come.
Awesome.
My Queendom come. My Queendom come. Queendom come. My Queendom come. I hunt the grounds for empathy and hate the way it hides from me. With care and thirst I have become. You have a home in my queendom. You have a home in my queendom. You have a place in my queendom. You have a home. Till Queendom come. Till Queendom come. My 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 Queendom come.
Man, that's great. I had friggin' chills through that whole thing. Oh, man, that was awesome. Wow. I loved that. So, who was that? Somebody said, Phoebe said maybe goddess. Okay, maybe she's representing a goddess here. Man, I love this. I think that even the set choices here were really, really great. So here's my theory. My theory here's visually, symbolically, I'm gonna go with the Mother Nature feel. Okay, just that's kind of where I feel. I'm gonna go with it. What I think would really be a nice touch to that is the sets that she's in, because if you see a place like this, it's one of those places that at one point we as humans had put a bunch of money and time and effort into. It was this beautiful place where memories were made, everything was wonderful, lives were changed, and then all of a sudden one day, over time, the world began to kind of swallow it up again. Nature began to kind of take over that space. So if you look at that lyrically with some of the choreo, with some of her positioning here with the dancers, I think that would make sense. And in these other scenes, it's the same thing. I don't even know if it's the same building. I have no idea. But you can see that time and weather are affecting these beautiful places. It's becoming beautiful in a different way. So let's look at these. Here we go. The sea waves are my evening gown. The sun on my head is my crown. I made this queendom on my own. All the mountains are my throne. Here's a really interesting line here. I will be your warrior, but I will be your lamb. You get the difference there, right? When needed, I will fight for you. I will be your warrior. But when you also need me to, I will sacrifice for you. Very different things. So you think it could be LGBT related? Possibly. That had crossed my mind initially. And then and not to say this changes anything, but when we got to the point where, was this it? So this is the first introduction to these fellas right here. Okay. So at that point, it no longer becomes simply ladies, right? When we get some of the kissing scenes, I think we start off with a couple ladies kissing, and then immediately as we kind of slide back, I think there's a guy and a girl that kiss, and I didn't catch what the third one was, but it does show love in different ways. And that doesn't really confirm or deny anything LGBT wise, I don't think. But it's noted. Because remember, we always talk about this. Everything done on these videos, unless it's like something that was caught on film and was just too good to let go, they throw it in there. All this stuff is very specific. It's chosen. When you only have 3 minutes to put a video together, you have to think about, I need all of my heavy hitters, all these shots that support the overall story and theme, the point of this video. I need every shot to count. And also this part, was it 120? This part in the hallway that's coming up, I think this is it right here. She kind of changes a bit, not changes. She shows us a different side. She becomes fierce. And of course, now that I have confirmation bias about this whole Mother Nature theory, that also made sense to me because we start to see her, like, Mother Nature can act up sometimes. She gets upset with us, shows us what's up, reminds us who's boss. That's what this felt like. She began to get super strong and fierce. I love it. I love it. And I love also that there's an unpredictability to it. You see what I mean? Like there's some pieces here where she is the one controlling everything. Everything she does, they do too, right? But notice here, there's an unpredictability there. And I think if there's anything we could say about Mother Nature, it's that. There's a wildness to it. It's beautiful, but it has to be respected. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. I'm going to go even deeper here. Who's to say? Now, I'm just throwing out this random theory about Mother Nature, right? Regardless of whether or not that's true, completely irrelevant. But think about all the things that we have discussed, the things that I've said about her being potentially Mother Nature, and how that could tie into the visuals of this video. How it has to be respected. There's an unpredictability there. There's a beauty there. But at the end of the day, it has to be respected. Who's to say that we shouldn't also be applying these exact same observations and care and respect to other people that we mesh with in our life, right? Now, when we first meet somebody, it's kind of, how do I put this respectfully and medically? It's like two dogs sniffing each other's butts medically. I'm not quite sure. He's a little standoffish, like, bro, you go by me? I'm going to give you a little sniff. Right, Liz? Just give you a little sniff. And then they kind of cool, boom. Okay, and then they're friends. All of a sudden they're friends. Now, I'm not suggesting you go sniffing other people's butts. I feel like this is getting off track. The point is, dogs. No, hold on. Let me rein this in. When we meet people, we're not quite sure how this is going to go. We could hate that person. We could love that person. In time, we could experience all these different things. When you first meet somebody, you have no idea. So there's some hesitation there. There should be, right? But as you get closer to somebody, as you begin to kind of like thread your lives together in some way, whether that's just as a friend, if it's somebody that you become involved with, you marry, whatever, remember that that person is the number one in somebody else's life. When you thread your life with somebody else, they have a whole life attached to them that you have to respect, right? So there's a level of care and respect that has to be acknowledged when you are interacting with these other weirdos out on the planet. I don't know where the hell I'm going with this. She's got me thinking so deep. I need some more Baileys.